Cool! What's up, lads and ladies? It's me, your boy Alex, back here with just another quick little video guide on the Abyssal Expedition event, and what we need to do to get that fantastic Legacy Legion block. So firstly, let's talk about the Legion block itself and why this matters. The Legion piece can go over the total amount of members that you have on your grid. For example, if I am 37 out of 37 Legion members on my grid, if I place this block, it will count as a 38th member. Even though I'm at a cap of 37. Which is one of the reasons why these event rewards like lab server and stuff are so important. Secondly, it has the effect of 35 magic attack or attack, depending on what you want, on its Legion bonus, which is super good. This block is also just going to give you extra pieces to put on your board. It's really good. It's super worth it, so do this event, TLDR. The way we obtain this is by doing 3 tasks, as you can see. Firstly, reaching a total level of 220 in the Abyss system, aka we need 22 level 10s to achieve this out of a potential 25 members total. Then we need to reach command rank 3, which you will hit like that just by leveling up and doing the missions as you go. Super easy. You'll get that just by playing the event. And then finally, we need to complete the Abyss Manon raid to claim our prize. This raid isn't unlocked until you basically do the other 2 missions. So you'll just knock this out when you're ready. It's unlocked at a very good time. First, we're going to mention your command rank. This is an event level, which relates to how long you can AFK for, how much reputation you can earn, which is what you use to recruit more mercenaries and buy gear, and then how many mercenaries you can send on expeditions at any time. This can be increased via leveling up all of your mercs or your mercenaries. Total levels to certain thresholds, and then spending some reputation points as well to then increase that level. To generate reputation, we get 1 reputation every 15 seconds spent inside of the AFK mobbing map with your mercs. Keynote, you can only raise your expedition rank once per day as far as I'm aware, so make sure that you level this up whenever you can to avoid screwing yourself over at the end of the event, because you don't want to be caught stuck in a time gate at the end. Say you're Abyss rank 2 and there's 6 days left, then you're screwed, right? So make sure you can level it up whenever you can. How do I level up my mercs to increase my command rank? Well, it's very simple. Just kind of annoying, in my opinion. Because I want to be farming fragments and not AFK in some weird map. Essentially, we need to go to an expedition with a group of mercs and just be there. The mercenaries will also hunt and grind and level up based on how long they are there in the expedition, ranging to a total of 800 minutes to max out a mercenary. And the amount of time you can spend in an expedition varies based on what command rank you are. And remember that we need to do this AFK step with 22 total characters out of our 25 for the Legion piece. So try to maybe do it while you're working, or say you're overnight, or say you wake up just before you go to work. Chuck in some AFK stuff and then just pop off, get home, and then claim the rewards and so on and so forth, right? It's just about managing when you do it. It just basically means you have to keep your computer on, which is kind of ridiculous, but it's whatever. All mercs have different looks. They've got their own class powers, speed, skills, so on and so forth. They all have unique relationships with other mercs. And they gain passive bonuses or debuffs, potentially, based on who you party them up with. So make sure you check their setups and their relationships and their stats before you put them all in a raid. Also, make sure you have your mercenaries equipped with a weapon, because if they do not have a weapon, they will not attack, and you will lose out on potential gains. So be mindful of that. Different rarity mercs can be hired for reputation in the mercenary HQ, and will come with different skills and different powers. They all have their own unique skill, and then you can get up to 3 extra skills from skill drops and equipment drops and all that stuff, right? With more slots opening up at level 5 and level 10. With equipment in mind, each piece will provide various benefits to you, such as power, attack speed, movement speed, that kind of stuff. With skills on top to further augment your mercenaries. I'm going to show you a few recommended skills suggested by Silent and Scarlet and some of the TMS YouTubers that covered this content. I'll link a document they created down below just so you can sort of see if you are interested. But remember, you don't need these skills. If you don't get them, don't worry, you will be fine. There's plenty of other skills in the game that will work just as well to get you the Legion block. So do not worry. It's just if you get these Pog Crazy, they can perform slightly better than an average mercenary, which will benefit you in the long run. For warriors, the suggested equipment setup is going to be for a Heaven's Hammer, and then you want a Heaven's Hammer cooldown reducer. For mages, we would love to have a Holy Symbol. That would be fantastic. But there's plenty of other skills like Blizzard, Genesis, like Dark Judgment, so on. So don't worry if you can't get HS, but it's nice to have. In regards to thieves and archers, as of writing, I couldn't really find anything that's recommended. The Google document didn't have any crazy suggestions. A couple of the TMS videos I watched, they all had like relatively different skills on their archers, for example. Some of them using like Storm of Arrows and like Arrow Stream, or some using like other random like Jaguar skills. So you can kind of do what you want with an archer. Same for thieves. Me personally, I'm going to be going for like Southern Raid and like Blades of Destiny on a thief. But you can go for like literally whatever you want. And then finally we have the pirate suggestions, which is going to be Time Leap, and then it's going to be Nautilus Strike on our equipment, which is very nice. Again, don't worry if you can't get these, or if you like don't know what to do. You'll be fine. Just level up your mercenaries. You'll have plenty of mercenaries in the end anyway, and plenty of equipment. So you should be fine. Like, honestly, don't worry about it. But these are just like a couple extra bits that you can have just in case. So what should I do every day? You know, like if I want to get the like event as fast as possible, like what should I be doing? How should I be min-maxing? How should I be playing? Well, first, there's a few things that need to be done if you want to get the Legion block in a timely manner. Assuming you do as min-max as possible, it's going to take about 25 or 26 days, I believe, of this event to get the Legion block. So you can miss like 2 weeks fully, but I would advise getting it done as soon as you can to avoid the stress of a late turn-in. Firstly, on a daily basis, there's 3 missions we need to complete. These are random in the requirement and can be anything from bossing to mobbing, capturing a mob, farming a material, like going to look at like wildlife and having a lovely time with your friends at a picnic. Like, it can be anything, right? It's very easy to do in an expedition when you get the tasks. We also then have a thing called boss raids. Again, this is 3 times per day, or like an Abyss layer expedition. These are kind of boss raid we need to do on a daily basis also, but it has a cooldown. You can enter the boss raid 3 times per day, and it has a 4-hour like spawn cycle on it, or like cooldown. So if you want to do this every day, 3 times, it will require spacing, right? Because there's like a 4-hour cooldown. So what my plan is, I'll do one when I wake up. I'll then maybe do one when I'm like finished with work, and then before I go to bed, I'll do a boss raid before I then put on my AFK, and then I'll just keep that cycle up for as long as I need to. But as long as you sort of manage that, you should be fine. The other thing is simply just daily like AFKing with your mercs in a AFK like mobbing map. This daily activity will also supply you with boxes based on what you did and how long you did them for, up to certain ranks, which will supply you with gear and skills to get stronger, and you won't have to worry about using reputation to buy them from the shops. You can, if you need to, you can buy all the gear, you can buy all the skills you need by just spending reputation. So it is possible to do, so do not worry. It's just the daily AFKing and all of this, you can give you free stuff. So you can just use that to like supplement all of your growing characters, and then you can focus maybe on spending reputation on recruiting like special tier mercenaries instead. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buy as cheap as possible, get an absolute massive army of like 10s, and then go from there. And then the final criteria for the Legion block is going to be the Abyss Manon raid. This part, as I said at the very start, is going to be super easy after you have done the requirements to unlock him. Because to unlock him, first of all, you need the max command rank, so you're going to have a ton of characters. And then you need 220 total levels to get that command rank, right? The 220. So you're going to have a ton of level 10s, and you're going to have a ton of items, a ton of power. So honestly, as soon as you unlock Manon, I've seen a couple Manon clear videos, and they just go in and just stand there for like 3 or 4 minutes and just kill the boss. Like, they do nothing. They're never in any trouble. They don't need to like barely use any command skills or anything, right? They just sit there and just kill the boss, kill the ads, whatever. So you don't really need to worry about this. The main step is getting there. Because once you're there, like you've done everything you need to do, and you'll be able to kill him super easily. So the main thing is just managing your time to be able to have as much AFK uptime as possible, get enough items, get enough gear, and after that you should be good to go. So don't worry, Manon himself is really, really easy. And that's it. that should be it to unlock our Legion piece. Honestly, it's much simpler than Misty Island. Misty Island was much more of a like gameplay feature. This is much more of an AFK. The main hurdle here is like actually just having your PC on with in the AFK maps. Like, you know, kind of annoying, but that's just like the main hurdle, unfortunately. Thanks for watching. I hope this little intro and like TLDR kind of like helps with the event. If anyone has any questions like about it kind of thing, just hop in and stream if I'm streaming. And just ask, you know, or like check out like Matt or like someone else that streams. They'll definitely be more than happy to help. And yeah, if people do end up struggling, I might make a more like in-depth kind of like source video just to like cook up some bits and bobs to help everyone. But as far as I'm aware, it should be relatively simple, so you don't need to worry. Trust me, you'll be fine. I don't know, I might make a video just on like a Manon clear and like later down the road just to show that it is relatively easy. So thanks for watching. And have a good day, have a good evening, have a good morning, you know. Peace. Bye bye.